Most welcome to Unified Fields. Today I'd like to expand a little on my weekly video about people feeling lonely, not connecting, not finding connections, not being able to communicate is a massive, deep problem, and that brings sadness, that brings depression and all those lower fields, thought forms even. So I think when we look at the body, it really is a crystalline generator that can generate energy. The only problem there may be is when we have different stuck patterns in our energy fields or chakra systems, meaning it is out of alignment with your source connection, your spirit, and your spark in the first place. So this age, and with all these transitions happening, it's all about reconnecting to who you really are, and to that grandness, and expressing that and communicating that. And of course, most of us have gone through massive processes of eliminating stuck patterning, such as the lower emotional body, and moving through that all the way into our higher senses, with, in the first place, the spiritual body that is imperative with your celestial bodies, not to get hit or surrounded by any level of duality any longer. It is doable, it is feasible, because the techniques are all there, and they are so modernized, you know. When I talk about all the energy fields that have an equal energy system that has an equal energy field in the body and an equal connection to the new solar system, an equal connection to the galaxy and your universal self, so that is massive, how we can upload through all of that. And I find it interesting when talking about the crystallization of the 13 chakras in the 7 chakra system, and how to really work with them. So what I did, I created an inbox, like on your email, right? An inbox for each center, and working with the new information that comes through from my light beam, that is setting yourself back in the information that you have been born with. We all carry loads and loads of information, only for most people it's very difficult to move in that remembrance because of the stuck patterning we have in the body, which needs to be eliminated. And I'm sorry, the clock's ringing all the time. Okay, let's just through it, okay? And so for me, crystals on earth, that was my first love and will always be. Reason why I wear so many crystals, I put together so many crystals, and that is part of my specialty here, to give people, to align to that, because information, to be honest, sucks big time on the internet when talking about the crystal kingdom and what it can do, because it moves with all the elements, and in the first place, as I said, with your breathing system, and how you can crystallize all of your organs back to the divine, to your source, and moving along with all the elements. That's massive things that we really can do, and open up to that communication system in the first place, with the elementals, with the elements, and how we can do that. communicating with elements, what I've learned, for me, it's not like the telepathic waves we can load and connect with sources and forces of the divine in the big universe. It is a different wavelength, like they speak direct and connect direct, but there's levels to upload before we can really connect with and talk to the crystal kingdom. So take away anything you want, but never my crystals. That is like a jeans you wear, you know. You want it all the time because that is your favorite wear. For me, it's the crystals, and because they can do so much for you. They can upload your health, your wealth. They can assist you with your stuck patterns, and so you move from one space into another space, into the higher spaces, into the information that runs especially through the water of the planet. And the body is almost all water. So it's really about getting back into the power of self. And the power of cells come through the water of the body, and how they align to the crystalline kingdoms. There is so much beautiful knowledge about this. I have a first online here that is really working or setting up the crystals in your 13 energy fields, so to speak, in the body, and then expanding in your fields that surround it. So the light vehicle for beginners, that is what you take out to be protected at all times along the crystalline grid setup. Crystalline grid setup in your home, so that it becomes a base station you take with you everywhere, will do the talking for you, which is very, very interesting. So let's say you have set that crystalline structure in the body and that energy field, and you work with the grid, and you like to move out of certain emotional content and start to reconnect with people wherever you go, so you have an easy time. It means you eliminate in the first place all these stuck patterns in your throat center, right? And you open up the breathing system so you can communicate quite naturally, and thus move out of the pattern what many people term the loneliness, because we are never that lonely as we think. And sometimes it is really necessary to be a hermit, but not for too long, right? Because we are all beings, we need that love in communication. We need the brain waves to connect, to have a happy time, so to speak, that feeds the body with good information, with wonderful people that align with your energy field. So every time when we experience less or have a hard time to make new friends, to bring in new people in our lives and enjoy these new people, it means something is stuck in our energy fields that blocks it off. I understand, you know, the many people on social media talking more to their cell phones than to that particular cell in front of them. But okay, we can break through that. We can be intelligent. We can bring through beautiful information, surprise people. So it's always also a little bit about ourselves. What is the information that you carry? How can you bring that fire to people and make them interested in you? And it's a level of connecting. So if it's only fears, speaking out and connecting, communicating, that can be easily eliminated through my online. So moving out of fear, will put that in that description box. And the description box entails all the other boxes we have in our energy field or chakra system. So that is pretty interesting. Also on the other side, it is giving equal. What are you prepared to live? What are you prepared to give when you live? And what are you prepared to leave behind? Because we are living times that when we go into an old email box, that would make us vomit, right? We cannot or want that anymore. We can see consciousness has already changed a lot for most of us. And we can change consciousness every day. There is no limitation with the right techniques. And so the crystal kingdom can assist so much in that just by wearing it. You can talk to it. We can hear the crystal kingdoms when we allow the body to lift ourselves, at least in the spiritual body and six-dimensional vibration, and allowing these frequencies to align with us. Many, many, many times it is only resistance, a little bit of stubbornness, and of course, again, fear. There is so much fear many are not aware of. Fear of sitting next to somebody. Fear of really speaking out who you are, what you would like to achieve. Fear of just telling the truth when problems rise and that kind of stuff, you know. But if you think real deep, always maybe think from a level, I am not being judged. I am always being acknowledged, approved, and loved. That's a very strong mantra to repeat into your head. And when you repeat an I am presentation, you become it. You just become it. And so that is what I have to offer. Any individual readings or even deeper healing sessions, I will direct you straight away to the right crystals. And the most important thing, what is left out, is where a particular crystal comes from. You know, this particular crystal is from Colombia. I have other ones, you know, from Zambia, another one from India, from Brazil, from Turkey, name it. But they all carry consciousness, just as we do. And so they have a particular assignment with you, because they are here to assist us. So every crystal from all these countries will do or have a different effect on your body, which is very interesting. And it's very important also to know how to combine crystals. Some will make your head bang, they're very heavy, so sometimes and maybe you're just not prepared yet, you know, to hold on to, or get into that vibration. That doesn't really matter. There's billions of crystals out there, and we need to upgrade and you know, from the level our consciousness or our vibration can match that particular frequency. That is as simple as it can get, really. And so should you be interested in these sessions, they go very deep, because I will set you in your spiritual body and move your vibration straight, you know, out of the dual cords. We need to leave all dual cords that block you from prosperity, from success, from new people in your life, from good jobs. All these blockages, really, they are not necessary. It's only fear and resistance in the old waves or the old cords that hold you down. And so that can go a very interesting way. The difference between a reading and a healing is, in a reading I will tell you, I'll give you the advice where you can go and how to align and how to do these things. With a healing sessions, at the same time, I will pull the old energies straight away out of your body, realign your body into your spiritual body in no time, and also provide an MP3 so you can upload that for at least a week, because it works for a few days when you're with me on one session for an hour or 2 hours, and sometimes for severe diseases I work 3 hours in a row, and I love to do that because I see people change just overnight, and this is the perfect time to bring change, to choose change, to choose alignment, to choose your direct connect to your source, the big universe, whatever it is, the divine. We want that back. We want that integrity, that humility, and all these gifts we get with that is such a, I mean, I have no words for that. Such a beautiful atmosphere we will find ourselves in when loading that every day and choosing a new lifestyle, actually. And that means your nutrition will upload, your energy will upload, your feelers will upload into the atmosphere of pure joy. Your mentality will change. And when we can change mentality or psychological content, the psyche, how it works through us, we can almost change everything. So that is a large project, a large study, the inner psyche, because everybody thinks on many different levels. As we came on the planet with so much information, and that all of that information, all that knowledge has been cut down. So we need to reload all of that knowledge, that information, those skills, in order to get back into our power. And so that large ley line, what I term the power of water, because we are almost 90% water, right? When you reload the water and reconnect with all the elements in the water, like through the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, name it, your energy field expands immediately and will stop everything that has ever been termed duality. And sometimes I go like this, and that is because I feel all these waves in my feet. You feel the movement and the electronic equipment or information of Earth moving through, and that is all about crystallizing the body, or at least setting a start up through an individual session and online through your own connection to your source, spirit and spark self, and the expansion. When you get there, it is endless. We never stop learning, but we get on equal grounds with the Ascended Masters, and we worked with them because Light Earth has grounded the crystalline grids, and it's in the crystalline grids we start opening new projects and working together with them. So the veil is very thin and will eventually leave. That is what we are at right now, and that is the change you feel right now. Okay, enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you.